myself a vacation now.
There you go, there you go.
Ashley's enjoying the fishing trip more than the guys.
Go home with a glass of wine. Yeah.
What?
So you go home with a glass of wine?
Yep. I saw full, but he's easy.
I'm surprised you get service if you get their tech. They get service up
Satellite
there?
phone.
Yeah, the satellite phone, you can't call, they only can text.
Oh, yeah, okay. So do you have to get a
Is
special
that just
phone
what
for
they
that?
tell you?
Or just special program?
So last year he had to get one through Verizon,
Yeah.
but this year they supply it with the cabin that
Oh,
they got,
really?
they had all the food there.
Oh,
Like
boy.
they put down what they want and they had all the food, the drinks and everything already there for them.
Oh, my gosh.
So-
Nice.
But Barry thought you could call up until they were getting on the plane and then. you
They're
had to-
rough and
I can see that. Yeah. Just like camping nowadays, you know?
clamping. They're
Yeah.
clamping.
Yeah, I'm sure it's real rough, but
I bet it is.
I can airdrop.
I bet there's more beer than there is road diesel.
I know beer's like $50-some a case.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't pay too much for beer.
That's cheap at double the price.
There you go.
But you have to have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to, it's.
We gotta have at least one or two for you, right? We are, you guys can go ahead and get started. I still have to send out, a little behind with our previous meeting, but. Okay. Go ahead and get started. Okay, call meeting to order. Ashley, would you take roll call, please?
All right, Director Ferris,
Here.
Director Lee,
Here.
Director Berg,
Here.
Director Clayton.
Here.
Director Whirl is absent.
Yes, the agenda. Good with everything?
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
I'll second.
We have a motion, and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Open forum. And shoot, Tanner.
I'm just,
Spectating sport?
yeah.
All right. Okay. Brings us down to the consent agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. I am good. I just got out, so. Uh, So no questions on the consent agenda. We're good there. Summer, so we get skipped all the way down to my report. I was just gonna fill you in a little bit about the summer work, with Justin being gone. Things are coming along. We are waiting for contractors in some of the building area stuff, kind of pushing our custodians behind. They're a little worried. By this time, they're 3/4 done. So it'll get there, like I told them. The field lighting project, power to the poles have been killed. Directional drilling is happening right now. I don't know if they're out there now, but when I was outside at, it was 5 o'clock, they were out there working in doing some of those things. So that is great. All the old poles should be out on next Wednesday. We have a meeting with our engineer and the field lighting next Wednesday afternoon, probably after those poles are out. The new poles may be in by the end of next week, early next following week. Then they do all the electrical work. I've been talking to Odell because they've done some of those poles, or they've done this in quite a few districts. In some of those districts, they just did new sound when they did the poles. Probably besides bathrooms, the number one complaint is the speakers on the press box blowing everybody out. And so he is getting that information for me of companies that could do that in that time frame and just get those off the press box and out.
Put it on the poles.
Put them on the poles.
We're gonna, this will be the perfect time to do it, we're gonna do it.
Yeah, that's my thought. Let's get her done.
Do they put them gold and cement then?
Yeah.
Metal.
Yeah. So, all right, so that's the big thing there. Long story short, on the bond community meeting, the big community meeting we'll probably have in the auditorium. Got a date for that, October 2nd right now. It works for everyone. And that tax financial expert that we had online, remember him? He'll be here for that. There's a ton of bonds going on, and they're doing most of them in the state, as they always do. So he was wanting to get dates early. I looked at that important date sheet that Christie had given us. She wanted to have it the week of September 30th. That Wednesday, the 2nd, worked for everyone, so we're nailing that down.
What day is that on, Wednesday?
That's a Wednesday, yeah.
Okay, and then, so will who all be up, is everybody, there's just 2 members, board members on that deal too then? Or is that everybody?
It depends how we work it, and I guess we can talk about that.
Fine.
We can work it like we did before in the auditorium, where it's a board meeting, but it's solely that.
Okay.
Or we can work it as a workshop or just a committee meeting, and there's 2. But probably, I think the importance of it, we do it as a full board.
I think
We kind of follow the procedure and everything.
I think we're all on the same page throughout the.
Yeah, it'd be great.
So I got a copy of the bond petition flyer. If there wasn't one in your seat, there's plenty on the back table. Get one before you leave. Believe it or not, our 2022 audit is finally done. And I think Ashley is going to bring it in here so everybody can have a paper copy. And if you want the paper copy, take it. If you don't, leave it. It's online right there. And they're working on our 23 right away. The tax summary sheet I got there, all that is finalized at the state. So we're at that 1037,526 for their tax rate. That's the final number and just confirmed with the state. So I was like putting that in for you in the July meeting. And then one of the things that they talked about at our meeting before was our tax rates to show people in the community. And so I have that in there for you. I will give them with their packet. I'll have a copy of this for them. And I will probably put something in there where, like I showed you, that even though we went from 1010 to 1038, taxes are actually going to go down based on that. So they can have that information. Current open positions, click on there if you want to see. Not much has changed. We have our certified teachers. That's great. We and area schools around here are doing pretty good on that. Get to more rural, and they are having a darn hard time.
I see Whiting had theirs in the paper again, this one Darlet there. They got a whole page of, the whole page is full of people.
Of their needs.
Openings.
Yeah. Even a bigger district, about Sergeant Bluff size, more rural than us. I mean, not only are they looking for sped teachers, they're looking for Spanish, finance, computer, I'm trying to remember, science. They didn't have science. And that's just what I can think of off the top of my head. 5 key positions that they're just probably not going to find. So I'm happy of where we are. That 716 updated bond budget for you to look at. This is that very small type from Klinger. of the estimates. And when it opens, there should be a plus sign down in the bottom, so you can zoom in. Then you can move it around with your mouse. So you can,
Commission.
Yeah, you got it.
oh! Okay.
Didn't have that in the petition file.
Oh, no, that is,
There.
that's not coming in because,
We already talked about that. That's the last thing on the list.
Yeah, if you click on
This,
yeah, it opens it.
let me get it real quick.
Right now, we're looking at.
It looks like a Google one.
Oh, down below. Back here, main screen.
here,
Right here.
here,
Oh, I put it in the wrong
no,
file. So it should be. It's giving you that.
Click,
here,
here, click it here. Yes.
Okay. Let me.
that's okay. Oh, those- I did. I don't know anything else.
Okay, I'll probably just, if it doesn't work, you can try it. You probably have to reload the page. But otherwise, I'll stick.
There you go.
It worked, huh?
Updated on.
No, I still.
All right,
No.
I'll email it out. Got it. It was open. Okay. Sometimes it gets finicky. Anyhow,
Yeah.
it should be there real quick. They just updated the numbers for their end. And I'm done unless you have questions on it.
Same thing we've been looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all right.
They just changed the numbers, so before it was in the red, like 2 million or something like that, and now it's $1,088.
Okay.
And that's with plenty of room to change. So we got that. I have a lot on here for the reading of the board policy if you guys are ready. It's a heck of a big motion. And you can say the first part as presented, motion approve as presented, because there's a lot of numbers. Then she just imports it, so you don't have to say all of them. We've got some final readings there. The physical examination reimbursement from 100 to 150. The 5079 and 5079R1, those are the recommendations of the wellness committee. So those will be done. First reading is on the therapy dog program and the professional therapy
So how
dog
did that turn out, Tim?
handler ethics. Well,
What was,
by putting this in, here in August. Then in August, if someone wants to do it, they can fill out the paperwork, and then it goes to the board.
Okay, that just deal.
Yeah, so, yeah, you still get the final okay, we just have to put in the policies so they can have the fill out form, and then it comes to you. So, nothing will start at the beginning of the year with it.
So that's not a done deal then?
So, not a done deal, you're just doing the policy. And then we have all these policies down below that change from different laws. There was a big change on law on truancy. Something I'll have to talk a little bit with staff at the beginning of the year. Open enrollment changed again, so those policies need to be updated on through. And then there's the Title IX ones. Where you scroll down, you see the Title IX 106 and all those. Those are new policies, and we're gonna approve them here, and we're waiting to see what happens in federal court, because we might just take them out. It's all federal stuff, so they told us the best course of action is put them in, and then you can pause them, you can take them out.
So you have to have another motion to take them out, then, correct?
Yeah, later on down the road. And we're just having the first reading of those, so it has to be
So we have
August too.
time.
So we got a little time for them to figure out what they're
You
doing.
take them out one at a time or the whole bunch?
The whole bunch, if we do it, yeah.
So. There you go, make a motion.
You done, Jim?
Yep, I'm done.
Motion to approve the final reading of board policies as presented.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
All right, for the job description, transportation communicator, in the yellow there, we have the updated verbiage that we're going to use this year, because just all the roles have changed again. So that is the only one.
I'll make a motion to approve the job description on transportation communicator.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
All right, moving on to contracts. I've got two different motions in here. The first motion is to approve the resignation of Courtney Walker. I think I sent all this out. Her and her husband took a job out of state, so they'll be gone. She was a paraprofessional here. Then hiring Kayla James as full-time substitute teacher. This will also get our maternity leave taken care of for the first semester. So we're really excited to find someone that can take that on for us. And then extend the transportation communicator contract to Jordan Rollins. I'll stop there and we'll do the next.
Make a motion to approve the resignation of Courtney Walker, hire Kayla James as full-time substitute teacher, and extend the transportation communicator contract to Jordan Robbins.
I'll second that.
Motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. Opposed? Motion passes.
Okay, also that I sent out to you is changes to the contracts, motion for a new contract for Ronnie Hunt as food service director. And what we did was, because we have a new formula, how we're gonna attack this year. She's gonna have her current contract for Tuesday, Thursdays to be in the elementary office. And then on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, she will be in the kitchen. And so this contract is for the food service director. Last year, we did a stipend because she was doing both at the same time. doing a lot of the training that she had to get certified after hours and such. And what we did was utilize the formula using the previous food service director's salary that we gave at the beginning of last year, and we pieced it out to an hourly position, and that's what she would earn on those 3 days that she's in there. By federal law, we can't make it a salaried position because of certain guidelines that were put in many years ago, and those are increasing, but the position doesn't fall for that, so it has to be hourly in 2 different contracts. And then we're looking for someone to take a part-time Monday, Wednesday, Friday in the elementary office to be that kind of a elementary secretary for those days. And then if someone needs to be gone, or if we have no one in the high school office on a day, maybe she can be in there. Or if someone has to be gone for a week or 2, she can just cover that. Someone that knows how to be in the office and knows what it takes to be in the office, taking care of that business. Obviously, there's no one like that now. We would train them and get them started at the beginning of the year. But that's the goal that we want to look at.
Is that Ronnie's job? Whose job is to do the secretary deal? What is their job then? I mean, is there,
The substance,
what do they do?
kind of sub, they're gonna be doing Ronnie's job when she's not in there.
But what is her job then? Ronnie?
The elementary secretary.
Okay, that's all right.
Yeah. So Ronnie and Mackenzie would be training that in the beginning to get them up to speed at the beginning of the year.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, she's gonna be in the kitchen full time. She's not gonna be in the office, so they need 2 secretaries in the office. Kenzie's also the nurse, so.
Okay,
So if she would have to be in the kitchen, we have an accident at school, somewhere in the school, and Mackenzie has to tend to that, then
Yeah,
we still have somebody in that office.
yeah,
And then we worked all this out, talked with the ladies, and, if there's something happens and she needs to go in for 10 minutes or 15 minutes into the office when she's in the kitchen, it's gonna happen the other way too, where she's gonna have to go to the kitchen when she's supposed to be in the office. But best we could do, and I
yeah,
think we've got a good plan of attack.
yeah, we gotta do what you gotta do, but them split roles, as I commented before, that can be kind of a hairy deal thing. I mean, when you split roles, one who's doing what, when they're gonna do it, they're getting paid what, and what day they were working, and what they should get paid that hour they were working. I just know it can be a bill.
so, yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, she'll clock in as the nutrition, and Tuesday, Thursday, clock in as the secretary, and we have it split up. And
Regardless of what tax.
Yes.
because, I
Okay,
mean, it's gonna
okay.
go back and forth, vice versa.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
okay, well, that's what I didn't wanna get in the weeds, but, well, I was.
She's gonna step out for 5 minutes and go here, yeah.
Yes, okay, that's what I was, I
We
just
talked
set
about
the
that.
claims for you guys too, because I know it can get
Yeah,
in the weeds, got it, great.
yeah, because when it's all said and done, I mean, we have to have a good service director.
Oh, yeah, I know, yeah, I know them rules gotta be studied.
Yeah.
Never had enough people.
Going forward after this year, we need food service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, then the second contract, met with Mackenzie, and this is, kind of doing something that maybe we didn't think about doing in the beginning, but we're giving her a contract, nurse / elementary secretary, and then, changing the pay according to that.
Make a motion to approve a new contract for Ronnie Hunter, food service director, Mackenzie World as nurse elementary secretary.
You got a motion and a second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Okay, next one's very easy. We did these two last July it was. All I need is motion for waiving the breakfast of the cost of all students. I've got what it cost us the last couple of years to do that. Our fund is solid. That's why we're able to do this for our kids. And if we can get them all eating breakfast here, that's the main goal, so they can learn.
I'll make a motion to waive the cost of breakfast for all students. Good.
Got a motion and a second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Okay, the second one we did last year too, motion to waive the reduced fee cost to parents for lunch. We don't have a lot of parents on reduced, and the cost between reduced and free is not that much, but it certainly gives them a better cushion.
That, I see again, in the Starlet, what Whiting had their layout of who gets what for dinner or what it's gonna cost. If your income is here and your income is here and your income is here, it was all broke down.
Yeah.
But on this deal here, it's all the same. Everybody's on the same.
Well, in that chart, that's got the reduced, if you fall in this, you get
We
reduced.
still use that same type of.
We use that same thing. The federal government requires us.
Okay.
But if they're in the reduced,
Yeah.
they won't have to pay anything.
Make a motion to waive the reduced fee cost to parents for lunch.
I'll second that.
Motion and a second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Is this the way we've been doing it? I mean,
Mhm.
I agree.
Yeah. Since COVID, they opened
Yeah.
up some restrictions. We couldn't do it before. So, they opened that up and, we had a good balance. Then, COVID paid us extra money, our balance went
Yeah.
up. And this is the way to be able to use it and use it for kids eating.
This is a silly question, but why is the breakfast so much different than the lunch?
You mean the,
Well, one's like, what was it,
26 to
26
46.
to 46, the
Yeah.
other one's $2,500. I guess
It's
what,
the target, because we don't have as many on the reduced. Is that correct?
That's one of the things, how many eat, what the reimbursement rate is from the federal government on it. It shocked me too, that it was that big of an increase, for breakfast. But when we did look at this, there was a sizable difference of kids that ate last year and that didn't the first year. I don't know why.
the breakfast?
Yeah, on the breakfast, yeah. Because we can't wait lunch.
I was just trying to wrap
Yeah.
my head around it.
I know.
Yeah. There's a difference, that's for sure.
Okay, for our handbooks, we've got the student and parent handbook, transportation handbook, and employee handbook. Besides just updating dates, links, welcoming, that kind of thing, no big changes to that beyond what you're putting in policy for employee physicals, for DOT physicals. So,
Like a motion to approve the handbook is listed.
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
The easiest motion for you on the next one, our return to learn plan, that thank goodness we haven't had to use for many years, but they still require us to update it. No changes.
Yeah, motion to approve the return to learn plan.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Next, you have a letter, from Troy Yannick from the foundation to be able to use the school's gaming license. We originally got the gaming license, the boosters, athletic boosters wanted it. That's how we did it. Then the boosters wanted the board to be kind of in charge of it. The Siouxland Community Foundation, which is above the Westwood Foundation, requires a letter from our board saying that they approved the use of a gaming license for the foundation for our events that are coming up. So this is what that's all about, and we're in the process of renewing our application because it's good for 2 years, and we're up, so we're renewing it right now, so.
I'll make a motion to consider the gaming or to renew the license, the gaming foundation license, or gaming
Yeah.
license.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Not that one.
All right, and for our final one tonight, the big one is to approve the language for the general obligation bond project. This wore me out last week, and I don't know why. I'm ready for a vacation. And I think we got it where everybody likes it, the attorneys like it, the companies like it. We're good to go.
Was any of this, the people that were here today, tonight,
Yeah,
if they see this?
yeah, that's part of it, because they wanted changes here or there. So
They were okay with what we?
they're okay with it now. Yep, everybody likes it. I mean, it's rare that we get that, so.
We got a good bunch here. I'll make a motion to approve the general obligation bond project language.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
That's all I have for you, unless you guys have something you wanna hang around for.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
We're good, I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
No vacation notes after November 5th, though.
Let's not approve that.
That was